Likes, dislikes, movie. What do you got?
I really like just how you could not possibly get away with making this movie today.
No,
Probably
not at
not,
all.
yeah.
Both just with the cross-dressing aspects, the white face aspects. Just none of it is something anyone is gonna get away with from this point moving on forward. But I also I don't know, their type of comedy that they have in general, the Wayans brothers, is just like really nice and easy, and it's just that like hanging out with your friends, shooting the shit kind of thing. And that's why like this is one of those movies that has lines that have stuck in my head for like 15 years at this point, wherever we're at.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's things that I'd carried from this movie that probably get used like once a week at least.
Yeah.
There is only one movie that can come into a close comparison to White Chicks when it comes to whiteface, and that it would be the opposite, and that would be Tropic Thunder.
Right.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is a mad lad for getting away with that. I mean, he really didn't. He did get roasted quite a bit. There was an uproar, but
Well, at least he never went full retard.
well, that's true.
Have you ever seen Jamie Foxx do the Robert Downey Jr. impression? I think he's on Rogan and he's talking about calling Robert Downey Jr. about it. I don't know. I'm not gonna slaughter it, but
that's another one that would not be able to be done today.
Yeah.
That movie would be boycotted so fast, and he would be canceled so quickly.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's funny because just everyone finds it funny, is acceptable.
Yeah.
You know. There's been
Well, because he's Iron Man.
yeah. There's been kind of
He got the redemption arc. He got off of as many drugs as he was doing at the time.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
he had a little bit of a redemption arc.
There's been a couple ways where people try to go back and cancel him before that, and then people were like, nah.
You don't cancel Iron Man.
It's already Jay, baby. We
Yeah.
let him ride.
Yep. That and yeah. I mean, and you don't cancel the Wayans. I mean,
No,
Yeah.
and nobody cares about whiteface.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Who cares about white people anyway?
I
Not
can't
me.
imagine many white people wrote in letters complaining about this.
They probably-
None at all.
I think more white people enjoyed the movie, probably.
Yeah. Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair.
Mm.
Yeah. No. Likes for me. I mean, I love it. It's funny. It is one of those things where you watch it as an adult, and I think like when you're a teenager and it's kind of forbidden fruit. You know, you're like, oh, it's so fucking funny.
It's
like,
got
you
that
laugh
appeal,
at every
yeah.
little thing, and it's one of those things when you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh, okay. There's more gaps
Yeah.
between the laughs because
You can see where they
You
were
don't
like,
laugh
we
at
need
just
some
everything.
lowbrow laughs to fit us, between
Right.
these next couple of scenes.
That's like with this movie. Anytime I hear that 1,000 Miles song,
Yeah.
where my mind goes to Terry Crews every single time.
Yeah.
Every
Every time.
the first note
Like-
I hear of that, it's just Terry Crews singing that song.
And you're just immediately like, "Da-na-na-na-na-na."
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
too good.
And honestly, that's been so social medialized. I don't even laugh at that scene anymore. Like of him singing, I'm just like, yes, I get it. The large black man is singing the girl song. I get it.
And I get that too. It's just because it's become such a thing. But I remember, I think there was some thing. I can't remember if it was just like a talk show or whatever. But where he like actually played the piano and like sang the song, and it was like a thing. I can't remember what that was on, but
there was
I
a
think it was a
show
show.
called
Yeah, okay.
there was a show called Lip Sync Battle,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it survived, but it was John Krasinski's show. Like he produced it and everything, and like they had Chrissy Teigen and LL Cool J like hosting.
classic.
And yeah, I remember that was on for a bit, and they got some fun bits out of it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you just how long are you gonna go on with that? I bet it survived though, just because that's how content is these days.
Yeah.
Is the trashiest shit. But
Hey, maybe we can take a pointer.
yeah, just do the trashiest.
We can
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
degenerate crisis.
Let's get some hookers in here.
yeah,
Like a fucking Howard Stern show.
just pull in homeless people off the street and interview them.
Have
What's
you seen this movie? What's a movie?
What's the worst thing you've ever done for crack?
And they're like, be on this podcast.
Every,
Cut.
get a prostitute in here and just be like, all right, stand over there. Now for every hot dog that I make in your mouth,
Oh,
that's
no.
$100 towards a boob job.
Oh no! Playing darts with hot dogs. Yeah. If you had to throw any dislikes out, I would just say some of the jokes are tough, but it's just played out because it's just older. You just know all the jokes. You know? And just sometimes it's a little too obvious that the plot is just the vehicle to get the next joke in.
Yeah.
You know?
Gina might as well not exist as far as the rest of the story works outside of it just being he's got a wife. He's going to learn something from being, dressing up as
being
the
a white
Wilson
chick.
sisters. Yeah. I think we could all, deep down, I think we could all learn something if we
Just were a white chick.
If
for a
we were
day.
white
Tended to
chicks
be
for a little
woman.
while.
Infiltrated a group
It
of
would
rich
also
women.
probably be helpful if you were like a really rich white chick too.
Yes.
I think that is probably
absolutely.
the unspoken benefit.
Yeah, imagine like white chicks, but with like poor chicks, and then they still gotta like dress up and all that bullshit and like go to work and be a cashier at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Go home to
You're
live
just
it.
like pulling the fucking thong out of your shit all day, and you're like, God damn it.
You go home just to live the rest of your night in your trailer park.
Yeah.
In your single trailer, your single wide trailer.
It doesn't come to a head for like 2 months, and you're like, God, I'm sick of working at fucking McDonald's. This sucks.